In the Northern Territory, road users are 4 times more likely to be killed or seriously injured than elsewhere in Australia. Alcohol is involved in more than 40% of all road fatalities. While drink driving is a territory-wide problem, there is a higher incidence of drink driving amongst Indigenous communities in regional and remote areas.
The Indigenous population in the Northern Territory represents about 30% of our population. Unfortunately, however, they are extremely overrepresented in our road fatalities, with about 50% of our road toll is Indigenous Territorians.
In 2016, the Motor Accidents Compensation Commission, or MACC, developed a new campaign in collaboration with specialist content agency Brand & Story. We faced a big challenge. How do you create a behavioural change campaign for Indigenous Territorians across 600 communities and over 100 languages? Our strategy was to create a campaign that engaged Indigenous audiences in a culturally relevant and meaningful way. Tradition would trump technology.
Our mob can actually see and read the paintings or the drawings on the ground. We can actually feel the powerful meanings and the stories that are coming directly from a person who maybe experienced it or maybe witnessed it. Things like that, yes, it does tell a big story.
Understanding that storytelling is at the heart of Indigenous culture and that art is one of the main ways that many of these stories are told, we reached out to respected Aboriginal elders and artists who had been affected by drink driving tragedy in their community and asked them to develop original artworks that told the story of grief, or sorry business as it's known in Indigenous language.
When there's sorry business for my relatives, it's my job to do the ceremonial paintings. Enough is enough. We need to stop mixing alcohol with driving.
Because of us being active, proactive and actually spreading the message, it's actually, we can see the results and the changes in the community.
In total, 12 original pieces of art were created for the campaign, showcased in 6 mini-documentaries that were broadcast across all free-to-air and Indigenous TV networks throughout the Territory. Further content included radio spots, posters, YouTube and Facebook videos, outdoor billboards, banners and merchandise.
That tugged on the strings of young children, it tugged on the strings of the elders, and it also was targeted at the custodians who live in the communities, and they all went away and thought about it. That's why we've seen a result, such a positive result from such a great campaign.
You see representation of First Nation people, and then when you saw the artwork, that is a direct connection to being proud.
My people are very visual, so to see people affected by it, it really hits home.
They give real strong messages. They're important. We're targeting the people that it happens to in the community, the people that get hurt, the people who have to deal with the aftermath of this stuff.
It's a story, and it's just, the story is just told so wonderfully.
Although the road to behavioural change is long, these sorry business stories have already made a significant impact across the Northern Territory. They are provoking important conversations on how to acknowledge, address and debate drink driving in Indigenous communities. The campaign also provides a global case study for addressing the sensitive and often complex issue of Indigenous road safety. Our Sorry Business Stories campaign demonstrates how we are empowering Indigenous communities to help themselves.
Yeah, now watching them it touched my heart and then it sunk to my guts. I mean, it actually I felt like if I wanted to watch more and more of it, it will actually make me feel no good, because losing my own mum in a car accident, I know how that feels.